The credit card shuffle. How long does a Capital One balance transfer take? Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of credit card management, specifically that handy tool, the balance transfer. Let's face it, credit card debt can feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders. Maybe you've got a high-interest card dragging you down, or perhaps you're consolidating debt and aiming for some financial breathing room. Whatever the reason, a balance transfer can be a strategic move to save money and pay down that plastic faster. But if you're considering a balance transfer with Capital One, a big question mark might be hanging over your head. How long does it actually take for the transfer to happen? Fear not, credit card warriors. That's exactly what we'll be tackling today. We'll break down the timeline, explore the factors that can influence the speed, and offer some tips to ensure a smooth transfer process. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get those balances shuffling. The all-important waiting game, understanding the Capital One balance transfer timeline. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. Capital One itself states that balance transfers typically take between 3 and 15 business days to complete. Now, that's a bit of a range, and there's a reason for that. The speed of your transfer depends on a key factor, electronic transfer versus check. The Speedy Gonzales of transfers, electronic transfers. If you choose the electronic transfer route, you're looking at the faster end of the spectrum, typically 3 to 7 business days. This makes sense. Information zips electronically from Capital One to your other creditor, expediting the process. But here's the thing, not all institutions are created equal. Some creditors might have slower internal processing times, so even electronic transfers can experience slight delays on their end. The old-fashioned way, balance transfer by check. Now, if you opt for a balance transfer check, buckle up for a slightly longer wait. Checks take time to be mailed, received, and processed by your other creditor. In this scenario, the transfer can take anywhere from 7 to 15 business days. The waiting game doesn't end there, a heads up on interest. Here's a crucial detail to remember, even though Capital One might process your transfer quickly, it can take up to 10 business days for your original creditor to receive and apply the funds. That means interest might still be accruing on your old balance during this waiting period. So, the golden rule? Keep making at least the minimum payment on your original card until you see the transfer reflected and your balance reaches zero. This will save you from any nasty interest surprises. Pro tips for a smooth Capital One balance transfer. Alright, now that we've unpacked the timeline, let's equip you with some pro tips to ensure your Capital One balance transfer goes off without a hitch. Double check all your information. This might seem obvious, but typos can cause delays. Ensure your account numbers, routing numbers, and mailing addresses are squeaky clean on both ends. Initiate the transfer well in advance. Don't wait until the last minute. Factor in the potential 15-day wait to avoid any interest charges on your old card. Keep documentation. Save copies of your transfer request and any confirmation emails. This will be helpful if you need to track the progress or troubleshoot any issues. Stay in touch with Capital One. If the transfer seems to be taking longer than expected, don't hesitate to contact Capital One's customer service for an update. The bottom line, patience is a virtue, but not the only one. While Capital One balance transfers can take some time, understanding the process and following these tips can help ensure a smooth transition. Remember, a little patience and proactive planning can go a long way in saving you money and conquering that credit card debt. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay financially awesome.